The lane is snowing, and it is the middle of June. All the way down the long gravel lane, the crepe-myrtles have come into their first white bloom of the summer. The branch has gone soft and heavy with it, leaning in over the path on either side, so that to reach the mailbox I walk straight down the middle of them. Even a small gust of wind loosens the spent petals and lets them go, and down they come, slow, weightless, turning over and over in the warm air, settling on the gravel, settling in my hair, a snow that falls in summer and never once makes me shiver. This is where my day begins, not at the stove, not at the table, but here, on this white path, with the petals coming down around me and Teddy, like the quietest weather in all the world. A guardian U has opened somewhere along the gate. I cannot see it from here, and I do not need to. Its sweetness finds me on the moving air, cool and creamy and deep, the kind of scent you can almost feel resting on your skin. At the far end of the lane, the big oaks lean their heads together, and the morning moves through their leaves in one long, soft hush, a sound so like whispering that I half believe the trees are bending down to say, "Good morning, glad that I have come." Teddy goes on ahead and circles back, ahead and back, his nose low to the petal-strewn gravel, snapping once at a blossom that drifts too near, and behind him his small dark prints press into the scattered white. I keep my steps slow. The sun is barely up over the tree line. The gravel's still cool and damp from the dark hours, and there is no longer walk in all the world I would trade the short one. The box waits at the end of it all, an old tin thing gone soft gray with the years, its little flag bent from some winter long ago and never quite set right since. I come up to it and rest my hand a moment, flat on the warm metal. The early sun has been at it already, and it gives that gathered warmth back into my palm. And then I take the small door by its stiff hinge and ease it down, the way I do every morning, with that same little catch of hope beneath my ribs that never seems to wear thin, no matter how many ordinary mornings have come before it. Most days there is nothing, or only a limp folded paper from the feed store gone soft in the damp, and I close the door again and carry the nothing back up the lane, and the petals fall just the same, and I am no poorer for it. I have come to love the small forward lean of the moment itself more than whatever the box does or does not hold. The hand on the warm tin, the breath caught and waiting, the little door easing down on its hinge. But this morning, when the door comes open, there is a brown craft paper envelope waiting in the dark of it, a real letter. The paper a soft, sun-browned tan, a little furred and downy along its edges, thick enough to carry a true weight in the hand. And there across the front of it, my own name, written out in dark ink by a hand I would know anywhere on this earth. Something lifts and turns over in me, quick and bright and almost too large. large for the room of my chest. I draw the envelope out of the dark of the box with both hands. The way you lift a thing you are half afraid to find is not truly there. The paper is warm. The sun reached in and found it before I did. And the ink has caught that faint shine that pen ink takes. The letters looping and certain and pressed, just hard enough that when I run my thumb across the back of the page, I can feel the ghosts of the words rising through from the other side. Somebody sat down a very long way from this lane and reached down into their own quiet thoughts and wrote my name with their own hand and folded the page and set it loose across all that distance, over roads and rivers and the whole gray width of an ocean, only for it to come to rest at last in a tin box at the end of a gravel lane. On the very morning the crepe-myrtles let go their first snow, I stand and hold it and do not open it yet. Some wonders you want to keep a moment longer closed inside your hands, only to feel the whole size of them. I will not open it standing at the box. A letter like this one asks for somewhere better than that, where the lane runs out and the meadow opens. There is a flat gray rock half sunk in the grass, and the early sun has lain on it long enough to warm the stone clear through, and that is where I carry it. I sit, and the warmth of the rock rises up into me, and Teddy settles his weight against my knee with one long contented sigh and turns his face out over the field as though he means to keep the watch while I read. I slide my finger beneath the flap and open it slowly, carefully, taking care not to tear so much as the corner of a single word. The pages are full. The writing runs edge to edge in crowds clear into the margins, the way a person writes when there is far too much in them to say and never enough paper to hold it. And as I read, the place it came from rises up off the page and stands all around me, right here in my own still meadow. There is a city in it, a real one, old and gold, with a green river running through the middle, and worn stone bridges crossing the river, and bells high in a tower that spill out over the rooftops to tell the hours. There is a market street where they sell oranges with the dark leaves still on the branch, and long brown loaves stood up in baskets, and cut flowers crowded into tin pails along the curb. There is a narrow room above a narrow street, and an iron balcony just wide enough for one chair, and a line of washing strung across the alley, snapping white in a wind comes straight up off the sea. A bright salt wind I have never once felt against my own face. I read it through quickly the first time, the way you take the first bite too fast for having waited so long. And then I go back to the very top and read it again slowly. And this time, I am there, crossing the worn bridge, breathing the warm bread and the salt and the sharp oil of orange peel, standing on that small iron balcony with the bells coming loose over the roofs all around me, carried clean across the whole turning world by nothing but ink and a folded page and the wish of someone who wanted me along. And underneath every line of it, holding the whole letter up the way the warm rock is holding me up is the plainest and most astonishing thing of all. I was thought of somebody far away in the very middle of all those bells and oranges and that bright sea wind, in a life so full and so far from my own. Stopped, set it all down a moment, took up a pen and crossed the entire world, only to say, here is where I am, and oh, how I wish that you could see it. And I am thinking of you today. I sit with the open pages warm in my lap and let it settle all the way down to the floor of me, warm as a stone beneath me, warm as the climbing sun on the back of my neck, to be thought of across all that distance, to be held for a moment in another's mind, the very way I am holding their whole bright city now in mine. By the time I have read it through a third time, the answer has already begun to write itself in me, line after line, faster than my hand could ever hope to catch. I will tell her about all of it, about the lane snowing in June, about the gardenia I cannot find and do not need to, about Teddy's small dark prints going on ahead of me through the white, about the wren in the oaks that has not stopped its singing once since I came outside. I will fold this whole green morning down small enough to slip inside an envelope and send it back across the sea to her balcony above the narrow street, so that on some far bright afternoon, with the bells letting go above the roofs, she might open it and stand a while in my snowing lane, just as I am standing now upon her little iron balcony. I rise up from the warm rock with her letter held safe in both hands, and Teddy stretching along beside me, and I do not turn back toward the house just yet. I stand a moment first and look the other way, out past the field to where the lane bends once and is gone, off toward the far, bright, everywhere her words came from. And then I turn, with the petals still coming down soft around me, and carry the whole good morning home to answer it